Thank God Diogo saved us, and that feels now great. But from a development point of view, a lot of things to love about the game and a lot of things not to like. And that's my life. But I like the good parts that much that I have my feeling that we can sort the other stuff. We can sort, and what we have to do. And then let's keep going.
Listen, we were the team that created the better chances throughout the game. We looked like scoring every time we had the ball, but to give a team like this 4 goals, or to give any team 4 goals, it makes it impossible to win games of football. But to concede a goal in the last couple of minutes to a player that shouldn't have been on the pitch, it makes it tough to take.
It's not a great tackle, obviously. I also touched the ball. I also think he gets his head a bit down, and it's just brave from him. And unfortunately, that was a foot in the face, let's say like that. But I saw the ref could see as well that I didn't meant it.
I can accept mistakes. That's part of football. But I just feel like this one is. It's hard to really justify anything but a red card.
Ryan has to worry about other stuff. They're such a good football team, Tottenham. They have to play better football. They cannot only counter-attack. That's great quality, but they have to play better football. So with that team, sorry to say, but it's now really talking about a red card. Diogo has the foot high, yes, but he's not going for the head. He's not. And I heard now, Skip could have had a red card in the first half. Did he speak about that as well, Ryan Mason? I forgot that. So again, I understand 100% disappointment. I'm disappointed with a lot of things, but one thing, Diogo Jota off the pitch, and he should worry about other stuff.
It was a fantastic game, which we'll come on to in a moment, but both managers were frustrated, shall we say, at best, at the end of that game because of the decisions. Let's deal with the two of them then, and then we'll get on to the game. Red card for Diogo Jota. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was, actually. I think it was a dangerous tackle. I think in the modern age of endangering the opponent, I think you can't argue that his foot is high. You know, Skip maybe comes down slightly, but not an awful lot. I think he has a moment to pull out if he really wanted to. And I think that was a red card.
Yeah, I agree. In today's game, that's endangering an opponent, and I think he was fortunate not to get a red card there.
And this one?
I think it perhaps is a foul and a yellow card. I know he wins the ball first, but he does follow through and he is high. But I think that should have been a foul and a yellow card.
We could have seen a red given for that. We have seen reds given for similar.
Absolutely. I don't think it would have been overruled had that been given on the field as a red card. It was, you know, that borderline. I think the fact he touched the ball saved him, but again, in the modern age of endangering the opponent, that was a naughty one.
On to the game itself, which was strange at times, wasn't it? But not for the first time this season. Tottenham have conceded, well, not for the first time in 7 days, actually. Yeah. Tottenham have conceded goals early on.
For the first 15 or 20 minutes, I don't think they had a clue what they were trying to do. They didn't know whether to press, whether to sit, try and be compact. You've got the 3 players there, the 3 forwards pressing there. But what's the point? Because Fabinho's free. If you're going to go, if those 3 are going to go, they're going to have to be backed up by one of those 2 to go and press him in there. So the 3 of them have gone, and the midfielders are not backing them up. Too easy, and they're out. And that was early on in the game. No pressure on the ball. You can't give Liverpool and particularly their forward players this amount of time on the ball. Look at the 2 centre-halves where he is there. Not once is there anyone within 5 or 10 yards of him. There's 3 centre-halves there, for goodness sake. One of them has to get tight. One of them has to mark. And again, you get rolled back. Look at the space that Liverpool have got. Quality ball in, space at the back, Porro not picking anyone up, and a good finish. Harry decides to go again, pressing from the front. And again, if you're going to do it, then you have to do it properly. Romero doesn't get tight at all because that ball he knows is about to come in there. And with 2 passes, thank you very much. Very good from Liverpool, but far, far too easy. And they got punished. I mean, look, there's your 3 centre-halves. They are all over the place. So I don't know what they're trying to do at all, whether they're going to press as a team. He could have passed it. He chose not to. Or they're going in individuals. And at this level, particularly at Anfield against Liverpool, you're going to get picked off. Just watch Harry Kane and his body language here. Now, he's shutting that angle off to the right. So he's saying, I want you to pass down the middle, through the alley to the Liverpool players, because that's where we should be. Are they there? No. He's got no backup whatsoever. And within 2 passes, thank you very much, Liverpool are out. And they were hopeless in the first 20 minutes, like they were against Newcastle last weekend, and like they were against Manchester United in the first half, and they've been punished.
Which is where the majority of those 13 goals they've conceded in the first 15
minutes. I just didn't know what their plan was, and they looked very,
and
very
Liverpool
confused.
took advantage. We have to say, Liverpool definitely took advantage.
They punished them, and
well.
Liverpool were very, very good, yeah.
There was a tactical tweak, though, that Ryan Mason made that actually helped Tottenham and changed the game, actually.
Yeah, well, he had to do something, as Alan's just showed. Spurs were far too easy to play against. And you see, just as Mo Salah's putting the ball on the spot to take that penalty kick, they have a tactical talk, and they did change things. They went to a midfield three and two up front playing close together. Kane and Son became a front two, played a lot closer together. Kulusevski joined a midfield three, which made it far easier for them to cover the distances defensively. And it allowed the wing-backs to be more advanced and push into much better attacking positions, knowing that the midfield had a better structure behind it. You see here the front two working together, the wing-backs on both sides into really advanced positions. Great bit of play from Spurs, one of the first in the game. Give Harry Kane that amount of space and time, he's going to score. And, you know, Son, from that central position, the runs he made became so much more dangerous. Spurs, as I said, with the midfield three, were able to get closer to that Liverpool midfield three, and then suddenly Kulusevski's runs from deep were into the space in behind the Liverpool defenders, rather than being stood static and being able to pick up again. Son on the end as the last man running through, and you know, it just kept on happening.
The wing backs were higher as well, were they?
Absolutely, the wing backs became much more aggressive with the position, but it was the fact that the midfield were covering distances better. This is the goal. Son and Kane close together. Son playing on the last man, and they got themselves back into the game. And you know, it was a great comeback. They got themselves into a wonderful position, and yet still managed to blow it.
There were some strange comments from Jurgen Klopp in the Sky interview afterwards. Klopp was furious that Liverpool didn't get a free kick in the build-up to Tottenham's third goal. When Liverpool got their fourth, he then celebrated in the face of the fourth official.
He did.
Paul Tierney booked him, and he said that Tierney said stuff that he wasn't going to repeat, and he thinks Tierney has a problem with Liverpool.
No, well, he could have easily sent Jota off and should have sent him off, which he wasn't too quick to mention. And he was lucky that with the way he went up to the fourth official. We know it's an emotional game. I mean, it was a bonkers game at times, and emotions were running high. But it's not the first time he's done that on the touchline, so he's lucky that he just got a yellow card.
OK.